Hi everyone. I'm Janay Ruti Barrel, second year from BSN Agribusiness, Section 2C. In this video, I will discuss the key ideas from our Week 9 lessons on reason and impartiality. And I'll explain why these two concepts are essential in ethics, how philosophers like Immanuel Kant and James Rachels define them, and how they guide us in making fair and logical moral decisions. Let's proceed. First, let's talk about reason. What is reason? Reason is our ability to think logically and analyze action step by step. It helps us, number one, analyze action logically. Instead of making decision based only on our emotion, reason helps us look at fact, causes, and consequences. Number 2. Avoid contradiction. Reason forces us to check whether our decision makes sense and do not conflict with our own beliefs. Number 3. Create universal moral rules. If a rule is based on reason, then it should apply not just to one person, but to everyone. In simple terms, reason helps us avoid gut-feeling decisions and instead makes choices that can be explained clearly and consistently. Next is impartiality. What is impartiality? Impartiality means treating everyone fairly. This includes, number 1, avoid favoritism and bias. We should not allow personal relationship or emotion to blind our judgment. Number 2, seeing our own interest as equals to others. My needs are not automatically more important than someone else. In simple terms, impartiality pushes us to step back and ask, if I were in their position, would I still think this action is fair? Now, let's talk at the ideas of the philosopher Immanuel Kant. Kant believes that morality must be guided by reason, not by emotion or personal desires. His major ideas includes, number 1, categorical imperative. This means acting only on principles that you believe should be universal for everyone. For examples, if I think lying is okay for me, then I must accept that everyone could lie, which destroys trust. Number 2, autonomy of reason. Human beings are capable of thinking rationally, and this rationality gives us moral responsibility. Number 3, human dignity. We must treat people as ends in themselves, never just as tools to achieve our goals. Number 4, morality must be rooted in reason. Feelings change, but logically principles remain stable. This makes moral rules trustworthy. In simple terms, for Immanuel Kant, a good action is not based on consequences. It is based on following rational and universal principles. But philosopher James Rachels expands the idea of impartiality. In his key points include, number 1, minimum conception of morality. Morality requires using reason and giving equal weight to each person's interest. Number 2, equal considerations of interest. Everyone affected by a decision deserves fair and equal attention. Number 3, why ethical egoism fails. Rachels argues that focusing only on your own benefits is unreasonable because it treats yourself as more important without a valid reason. Number 4. Avoiding arbitrary distinction. We cannot treat people differently based on irrelevant trait like appearance, personal preference, or status. So in short terms for James Rachels, impartiality is the foundation of moral fairness. So now, let's apply a reason and impartiality using a simple 7-step ethical decision-making framework. This helps us solve real-life dilemmas in a fair and logical way. So first is, gather the facts. Understanding what truly happened, no assumption, only verified information. Second is, identify the stakeholders. Who is affected? This includes individuals, groups, and even future consequences. Third, articulate the ethical dilemma. What exactly is moral conflict and what choices are available? Fourth, list alternatives. Identify all possible action, not just the two obvious options. Fifth, compare alternatives with principles. Which action follows moral rules such as honesty, fairness, responsibility, and respect? Sixth, consider the consequences. Look at the short-term and long-term effect on everyone involved. And last but not the least, seventh, decide and implement. Choose the option that best fits moral principles and treat all parties fairly. Then follow through with the decision responsibly. So in short term, this framework ensures that decisions are not rushed or biased. Instead, they are guided by thoughtful analysis. I'll give you a short example using this framework. For example, if you see a friend cheating on exam, you might feel emotionally pressured to stay quiet. But using framework gathering fact, considering fairness to other students, and applying principles like honesty, reason, and impartiality would lead you to choose the morally right response. In conclusion, to summarize all of it, reason helps us to think logically and create consistent moral rules. Impartiality ensures fairness by preventing favoritism and giving equal respect to everyone. Together, they help us make ethical decisions based on truth, fairness, and respect for human dignity. By using decision-making framework, we can apply these principles to real-life situations and choose actions that are both rational and morally right. And that's all. Thank you for listening.